All right, I messed up bad. I have a serious dilemma. I'm gonna use the drift method. Freaking incredible. Round F16 for that to get that sunburst. This is why we love the Black Canyon. So we're here at the Black Canyon in outside of Montrose, Colorado, and I'm leading my workshop, which is astro, nature, landscape type stuff. And this morning is definitely probably one of the best sunrises I've ever seen in my life. We've got the beautiful canyon with a river doing a nice S-curve. These clouds just perfect. Even though this whole scene is like absolutely gorgeous, it's quite difficult to photograph, and it's definitely not something, even with the filters that I have, that I can do in one shot. So I'm gonna have to do a mix of bracketing and focus stacking for sure, because the one thing I want to make sure that I get even just a little bit is some sort of a foreground in here. And I have there's a rock down there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll definitely post a picture. So I've got this rock and it's jutting out a little bit down in the lower third, and I've got my nice S-curve for the river and the canyon, and then the clouds, of course. I got to keep adjusting my exposure because this is changing fast. So I've got different layers, and to capture all those layers perfectly, I need to make sure that I'm focus stacked. So that's just taking a little bit of time. Anyways, the point of this is I'm going to show you guys around here. We're going to wait till it gets a little bit lighter, and I'm going to finish capturing this sunset, and then Mike and I are going to have some more Pop-Tarts and cry as we look through our images. So we'll see in just a little bit. All right, so there's two parts to sunrise in a canyon. So first is the epic clouds that we just had, and second comes after the sun comes up and we start getting light in the canyon, which is going to be what these are for. So then we're going to switch to the long lenses so I can start picking out details in those canyon walls. And some of the workshop participants happen to have beautiful red jackets on, so those also make for perfect complementary colors to these black walls. All right, I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is my pulse died, which is how I have to do a time lapse on my stupid 1DX2 that doesn't have a built-in intervalometer. The good news is I have my Spark, and the other good news is it's working. So I did a review of the Spark. If you haven't checked that out and you want to know more about it, you can check this video here. That was kind of a preliminary review, and I had only used it once, but I didn't test out the Bluetooth function. So it's going right now, and it's on Bluetooth, so that's nice. So happy to report that the Spark is functioning, except for still can't get the IR remote thing to work with the 1DX2. Won't do it, but it is plugged into the 1DX2 and the Bluetooth is working. That's all I care about, because you know, I'm a time-lapse photographer. I don't care about the remote IR at all. The other good news is this is starting to light up now. So we're gonna get the long lens out, probably on the 5D4, which I'm filming with, and start picking out some details. Alright, I messed up bad. I have a serious dilemma. So, I'm time-lapsing, right? And it's awesome because we're getting the light coming up off of that. I've got my 5D4 and I'm filming the vlog on the only other wide angle I have, which is my Rokinon 14, which is a great lens. However, the sun is about to come up over that, and I think you guys know that I like my sun stars, and if you don't know and you haven't seen my other stuff, I like sun stars. And that 16 to 35 millimeter lens has my favorite sun star ever, but it's time lapsing. So I have a huge photographer's dilemma. Do I stop the time lapse and get the sunburst, or do I let the time lapse go and get the awesome stuff? This is a problem. and he's not helping at all.
I got my SunStar lens.
Yeah, but you're not running a time lapse with it. Problems. All right, so SunStar was a success, and now the light is being epic in a different way, so it's time for the long lens. All right, it's dinner time. I gotta put some chicken on here, but there's something of note about this dinner time. Let's get the chicken first. All right, so the notable thing about this dinner is that the workshop is already over. So it's like 2 weeks later, and I did a horrible job of continuing the vlog and wrapping up the workshop because of some serious weather and some other things that took a turn that we weren't expecting. So anyways, that's over with. Not needed anymore. Anyways, so I wanted to just kind of wrap this up officially and just apologize for the abrupt ending. But that's how things go with the workshops, and when I'm leading the workshops, I definitely want to make sure that the participants are taken care of first and that the workshop logistics come first, and that's what kind of happened for this one. But I do have, I think, one more episode from the workshop time period, and again, it might be kind of broken like this, and I'm going to put it together and see how I feel. But if it does come out, I'm going to have another kind of ending like this one. All right, so my chicken's done, and so is this episode. But I did just want to give you that so that you guys could see a little bit of the Black Canyon, and hopefully that was cool. So stick around, I should have one more episode like this from the Colorado workshop, and then I do have the regular tutorials and stuff like that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I've got new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Stick around for that next episode, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.